Hello everyone! Lately, I haven't been uploading a lot of videos here to YouTube, and that's because I've been busy playing other games that aren't Minecraft. In fact, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, I've been playing a lot of Destiny, and I've been playing a lot of Puzzle and Dragons. I actually started playing Puzzle and Dragons, the mobile app for iPhone and Android, a couple of years back, and I got a few of my friends into it, and we really enjoyed it. Puzzle and Dragons is a huge success in Japan. It is one of the most profitable mobile games in Japan. In fact, it's just behind Pokemon Go. The game's simple at a surface level. You match 3 colored orbs to launch an attack of that color. Your team is composed of monsters with various colors, stats, abilities, each of which contributes to the team as a whole. So the game is based on turn-based combat, which means you deal damage and then you take damage on the same turn. There are several different attributes: light, fire, water, wind, and dark. Connecting those orbs lets monsters with those attributes launch attacks. There are also heal orbs, which return HP, and if your HP hits 0, you'll lose the dungeon and have to start all the way from the beginning. Dungeons are a series of fights. They range from as many as 1 fight to something like 50. As time goes on, you'll clear dungeons and earn drops from the monsters defeated, which is usually the monsters themselves. Monsters can be fed to each other to increase their level, which in turn increases their stats. When you start the game, you'll be in pursuit of stronger monsters to fill out your team. And by earning in-game currency, you can roll for rare or exclusive monsters. That currency is called magic stones, and you earn them by completing dungeons or by repeatedly logging into the game. Spending stones is necessary to store more monsters, increasing your box capacity, and also add more friends, but most importantly, it's used for rolling the rare egg machine, which drops some of the game's best monsters. While it's not quite pay to win, spending money on the stones will certainly give you a massive boost, enough that I'm sure some people will argue that it is pay to win. However, there isn't really a competitive mode in this game, it's mostly player versus AI, so that argument isn't quite as relevant here, but it should still be noted. Like most free-to-play games, microtransactions in the form of buying magic stones and limited playtime are implemented here. Entering dungeons costs stamina, which regens at a rate of 1 every 3 minutes. It's not uncommon to spend 50 stamina in a single dungeon, though you receive a full refresh if you level up, which happens very frequently at the start of the game, less frequently once you get towards the end game. But by then, you've probably come up with a bit of a schedule to play, and you're probably playing more co-op, which costs half stamina. Monsters come in many shapes and sizes. There's over 3,000 to choose from, and most include a leader skill, an active skill, HP, attack, recovery stats. They may also have awakenings, which are additional modifiers. Monsters can be evolved into more powerful forms, and for some, you may even have to hunt down rare evolution materials to achieve their strongest forms. The end game, features descended dungeons, where you'll face off against a series of powerful gods, dragons, and other monsters that can use their skills against you. These descended dungeons drop some very powerful monsters that you'll want to have on your teams. It's challenging to take on these dungeons, but also immensely rewarding. Would I recommend Pad to someone? Absolutely. At the very start of the game, it can feel like a bit of a grind, but once you've landed your first solid lead, you've found some friends to play with, you'll quickly get to a point where you can take part in many of the game's numerous special events. Included in those special events are collaborations with things like Fist of the North Star, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Dragon Ball Z, and many other very popular themes like Final Fantasy and Bleach. There's the friend system in the game, which you'll need to go out and add people, but the game basically gives you every opportunity to add people as friends when you play with them for the first time. You'll receive tons of friend requests yourself. This isn't really a big problem, but at some point, if you get really deeply into the game, you may want to go out and go to a forum or go to the subreddit and add some people. There's also multiplayer, which I've mentioned already, and that's well worth checking out and a lot of fun. It's a relatively new addition. I'll likely be posting more videos about Pad soon, so let me know if you're playing, and I'll leave my ID in the description if you want to add me. Thank you for watching, and until next time then.